Welcome to our yoga practice today. I'm Colleen McCurdy with the Spearfish United Methodist Church, and welcome to my home. It's a bright sunny day today, and it's just wonderful. Our theme this week is going to be light, and so it's wonderful that we actually have light outside. Hey, we're going to need a couple of things today, and since we're not in a studio where we have blocks and straps, I'm going to give you options. So if you happen to have a strap at home, like we use in class, that's great. If not, you can always use something like a bathrobe tie, which is, here's mine, or a belt, okay? Anything that is long and flexible. The other thing we're going to need is a block. So there's our normal block, but I also have a very large book that is about the same height as a block. It's up to you. You can use this. You can use one that's a little narrower. You can use one that's higher. But that's an option to use instead of a regular block, okay? So just have those handy. I'm going to go ahead and let you pause this and then go ahead and grab those. All right, and we're back. Today, as I said, our theme is light, and so I have two scripture verses for you to read. The first one is John 8, verse 12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." And from Matthew 5, verses 13 through 15. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. And here's a quote from Leonard Cohen, the songwriter. "There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." So today, our mantra or our breath prayer is, be the light. Be the light. And so we can either say that in respect to God, please be the light in our world right now because we really need light, or be the light ourselves to our communities and to our families. Be the light. So we're going to start today the same way we started our last week's practice, and that is with the breath of joy. And what you do, just to demonstrate, is you breathe in about a third of your air and lift the hands to the front. Then you breathe in another third out to the side, and then you breathe in another third all the way up to the top. And then you exhale through the mouth, and then up. Okay? And that's the breath of joy, except we do it many times and we do it fairly quickly. So we're just going to do one to start with. Everybody together. Exhale. Inhale a third. Exhale out. So we're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through the mouth. And make a big noise when you exhale, okay? Here we go, several times in a row. And exhale. Go. Two more. And just come on up. Just stand with your arms down. Let yourself breathe normally. You might feel a little dizzy. Take some deep breaths. Your arms and shoulders should feel heavy. Now we're going to continue warming up on the floor. So come on down into a seated position. We're actually going to lay down on the floor, so come around this way. Take your feet out wide to the edges of the mat. And then we're going to just wash the windshield, but we're going to go really slow to start with. So just stay to one side. And then come up and go to the other side. Our practice today is all localized in the hips. So we're going to be opening up those hips to counteract the poses that we sit in all day, which is knees together, sitting in a chair or sitting at a computer. And now go ahead and wash the windshield side to side. Come back up to center. Lift those feet up. Grab the outsides of the feet and then lift into happy baby. Pull the knees down toward the armpits and then rock from side to side. Okay, let go of the feet, soles of the feet together, and then come down with the knees spread wide. Just let the hips relax down into the mat. Let the knees fall gently to the floor, but don't force them. All right, bring the knees together. Roll onto your side. And then with that arm, just help yourself up to the side and come into a seated position with your legs crisscrossed. Either foot in front is fine. Nice tall spine. Lift the crown of the head to the ceiling. Take the arms to the side and inhale, lift up. Exhale out. Again, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And then we're going to place our fingertips on the floor. And just come on forward. We're opening up here and keeping the chest high. Okay, come on back up. We're going to take a small twist to the side. One hand behind, one hand on the knee. Look back over the shoulder. Come back to center, and then take it to the other side. And back to center. Switch your feet. Again, tall spine. Hands beside you, and then lift and inhale. And out. Inhale again through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Bring your hands to heart center. Place the fingertips on the floor, and again, just a gentle stretch forward. Keep the chest high. And come back on up. And twist. center, and reverse it. And back to center. Swing those legs around to one side and come up into a table. So your knees are right under your hips, and, wrists are right under your shoulders. We're going to rock just a little bit forward and backward. And come up into a neutral back. Raise your left arm to the front. Sorry, right arm to the front. Left arm to the back. Left foot to the back. And now we're just going to come in on an exhale. Touch the elbow to the knee. Inhale and take it back out again. And repeat. Exhale in. Inhale out. A few more times. Exhale in. Inhale out. In. Out. In. And out. Go ahead and put it back down on the floor. And now reversing it. Take your left arm forward. Right leg back. Exhale, bring to center, meet, inhale out. Exhale in, inhale out. In, out, in, out. Two more. In, out, in, and out. Sit them back on the floor. Walk the hands a little bit forward and then tuck the toes. Lift the hips up into downward dog. Pedal the feet out. You can get a little hip action in there too. Sway the hips from side to side. And now press the feet toward the floor. Press the chest toward the legs, stretching out the shoulders. And now walk the feet up to the hands. Half lift. We flatten our back out, pull the belly in, extend the crown of the head forward. Hands can be on the shins here. Make sure that you're not taking the weight behind you so that your hips are behind the heels, but right over the ankles. Weight is evenly distributed on the feet. And we're going to exhale and take it down. And inhale, lift all the way up, lifting with the arms. And exhale, bring it into heart center. As you're breathing now, say your mantra in your head, be the light. Open your eyes, drop your arms, and then step back with the right foot into warrior two. So our right foot is parallel to the end of the mat, toes of the left foot pointing toward the end of the mat. Knee is right over the ankle and aiming toward the second or third toe. Okay? If you can't see your big toe, then your knee is rotated too far in. You need to press it back out again. Roll into the outside of the back foot and lift those arms. We want to open through the collarbone here, looking up over the left shoulder, left arm. We're going to hold our poses for a few breaths each today. So that'll give you time to just kind of melt into the pose. Make sure that your shoulders are down and relaxed. Things can still be active and still be working, but relaxed. And now we're going to take our right arm behind the back left arm up into a reverse warrior. Making sure now that we're lifting through the center line of the body. We don't want to cave in this way. We want to lift, which brings the shoulder up. Now we're going to take our left arm down to the leg. Gently press it back, press that knee back. We're keeping this hand behind the back. Open up this shoulder so then you're looking over the shoulder. Relax your hand. We're going to lift it up again. Reverse warrior. Coming down again, elbow or forearm to the leg, press it back. This is option A. Option B would be to take it down to the floor. You can decide what you want to do. Always we're trying to pull the shoulder back, open up the chest. Slowly come back up to warrior two. Again, shake your neck out, might be a little kinked. Look over the left arm. Relax those shoulders down. Can you still see your big toe? Pivoting the left foot around so it's parallel to the end of the mat like the right foot. We're going to inhale, lift the arms, and then come down so that your hands meet the floor, or you can pull your book or your block over and set the hands on it. Okay? Again, we have a nice flat back, lifting through the chest, coming up tall through the shoulders. Now we're going to think about wrapping or rolling our feet out to the edges of the feet. So we're pressing into the edges of the feet, and at the same time, we're going to roll in with the thighs. Okay? Press out with the feet, roll in with the thighs, and then place the hands on here and just take a few breaths. Walk your hands around to your left foot. Come into a lunge. Plant the right hand on the mat. Lift the left up behind you. Set that arm down. Lower the back knee and bring your body up. Now, we want to be sure that our front foot is far enough away so that you have an angle on this knee, on this leg. So if you're too close and your leg is more perpendicular, step this foot forward. Then take that knee over the ankle, lift up the arms, and do a tiny back bend at the top. Set those hands back on the mat. Lift the back knee. Step back to a plank. Hold here for just a few breaths. Think about pressing the fingertips into the mat. That lifts the arch of the hand up a little bit. Into downward dog. We're going to raise our left foot behind us. Keep it high. And then we're going to bend the knee, then stack the hips on top of each other, taking that left foot to the right side. Flex the foot, and now with your gaze, try to look over that right shoulder at your foot. Okay? And if that's not possible, you can look under. But this one opens up the chest a little bit more and the neck. Okay, straighten it out again. And then swing it forward into a lunge. We'll pause here for a few more breaths. Keep that chest high. Step the feet together. Inhale to a half lift. Crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend it down into a forward fold. And then inhale, lift all the way up, sweeping the arms. Hands come to heart center. Release your arms down, and we're going to do some balance. So we're going to root our right foot into the floor. Spread the toes, okay? Set them on the floor. Press into the pinky and big toe, okay? Down where the joint is, okay? And then bend this knee a little bit. Bring that left knee forward. Hands to heart center. Roll the ankle. Now flex the foot, take the left hand to the knee, draw it out to the side and the other arm the other way. We're trying to open up here, opening up with the chest, opening up with the knee. Always keep a micro bend in the supporting leg or you'll fall over. Okay, bring it back to center. And then grab that foot. We're going to take it back behind us into dancer pose. So lift it, lift the arm. Whoop. Whoop. I need to reset here. There we go. Press the foot against the hand. Some days our balance is just not what it could be, huh? Go ahead and release it. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to use our strap, so pick that up. Your bathrobe tie or belt or whatever you have. Put it around the left foot, up at the ball of the foot, okay? Make sure that right foot is rooted into the mat again. Then we're gonna lift. Woo! I'm just not doing this today. Okay, and then lift it up. Try to grab the strap down close to the foot. And then we're gonna straighten the leg to the front. You can always keep it bent. That's a super good balance anyway. All right, no problem. All right, bend the knee and set it down. You can set the strap down. Go ahead and roll this ankle out a little bit. Whew. All right, feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to chair, hips down, knees over the ankles. We want to, again, pull this up, up and in, but at the same time, roll the tailbone down, okay? So we're getting a little space in the lumbar area, and we're getting this lifted so the chest is not collapsed. Deep breaths. Now bring the hands to heart center. And we're going to take our left leg out to the side. It's going to be parallel to the end of the mat. And we're going to keep our hips over here. Don't let yourself come up like this. Keep it over here. All right? We're going to feel a stretch along the inner thigh. Always breathing. Now bring it in, not quite so far in, because we're going to squat now. So you can point the toes out a little bit, then drop the hips, press the elbows into the knees, lift the chest. Straighten the legs, forward fold. You can sway the hips a little bit. If you want to, grab the elbows. Let yourself just relax from the upper back through the neck and the head. Okay, release those arms down. Inhale, lift all the way up. And hands to heart center. Oh, again, think your mantra in your head. Be the light. Release it. Let's step our left foot back to warrior two. Again, this knee is right over that ankle, pointed toward the second or third toe so you can see your big toe. Lift up, open through the chest, look over the right arm. Take your left arm behind your back. You can wave. Then we're going to take our right arm up. Again, lifting through here and through the fingertips. Take the arm down to the leg. I'm going to press that knee back a little bit. Relax the hand and then open that shoulder. Look up to the left. Release it back up. Right arm up again, reverse warrior. Okay, arm down to that knee again. Remember, this is the first option. Second option is to take the hand down to the mat. Always opening up through the chest, looking up toward the left. And slowly lift, warrior two. Check your posture again. Alignment of the knee. Opening up here, extending out. Pivot the right foot so it's parallel to the end of the mat. I like to scoot my legs a little farther apart. Then inhale up. Come down to the center, exhale, either to a block or the floor. And again, we're thinking of rolling the feet to the outside, pressing in to the outside of the feet, and then roll the thighs in toward the center. Flat back, belly pulled in, Head extended toward the front. Walk the hands around to the right foot into a lunge. Plant the left hand on the mat. Lift the right up behind you. Take the hand back down to the mat. Lower the back knee. Lift up. Again, adjust where your right foot is so that you have an angle on this left thigh. Knee over the ankle, lift the arms, tiny back bend at the top. Release the arms to the floor. Lift the back knee. Step back into a plank. Pressing into the fingertips. Lift that belly up. It's better to have your hips a little high than too low, okay? Lift the hips into downward dog. We're going to extend our right foot now up to the ceiling. Then bend it. Tip it to the side, stacking the hips. Flex the foot. And then if you can, look over that left shoulder. Straighten the leg again. Step it forward into a lunge. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Lift the heart. Step the feet together. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, release it down. And inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. And release it. Root the left foot into the mat. Spread the toes. Okay, press into the pinky toe and the big toe. Bend the knee. Bring the right knee up. Hands to heart center. Circle the ankle. Flex the foot. Take the right hand to the knee. Draw it to the side. Left arm comes out, opening up through the right knee, left part of the chest. Bring it back to center, and then we're going to grab that foot, take it to the back. See if I can do better this time. Whew. Dancer pose. And release it to the floor. Stretch out that ankle. Then grab your strap. Place it around the right foot. Did we do this last time? Yeah. You know, we did it the other way. Okay, whichever way you didn't do it before. I'm mixed up. All right, we're gonna lift the knee, grab the strap down low, okay? And then stretch it forward. Bend the knee and down. Set the strap down. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down to chair. Again, we're zipping up through the front, rolling the tailbone down. Bring the hands to heart center. We're going to take our right leg out to the side now. Foot parallel to the end of the mat, keeping the hips to the left side. All right, bring that foot back in, not quite so far. Point the toes out, drop the hips into squat. We don't want to round our back over, okay, like this. So make sure the shoulders are down and back. Straighten the legs, forward fold. Again, you can grab your elbows if you'd like. Take a little sway. All right, drop the arms, sweep it up, inhale, and hands to heart center. Be the light. And release it. I don't know if you can hear through the microphone my husband making noise upstairs, but it sounds like he's dancing or something. I'll have to ask him about that one. Okay, take the feet out a little bit wider. We're going to come into horse. Bend and squat down there, okay? We're going to, again, like we did in chair, zip up through here, roll that tailbone under, and then bring the elbows up. Deep breaths. Now take the hands down to the thighs and twist. Take the right shoulder to the front. Center and the left. And center. Let's come with the hands behind the back, clasp the fingers, lift that chest up, and then we're going to drop everything down toward the center. Lift the hands up to the ceiling. Let the head fall down. And slowly straighten. All right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. And we're going to come down into a downward dog. Extend the left leg up to the back. Let's open it up again. Again, try to look over your right shoulder toward the foot. Then straighten it out. Step it forward into a lunge. Lower the back knee. Now place both hands to the right of your foot. And we're going to keep our right hand down here. We're going to take our left hand to the inside of our knee, press it out, and then open up the chest toward the ceiling. Take the hand back to the mat. Keep that knee out. So my foot is rolled up onto its left side, okay? Hands to the mat. You have 3 options here. We can go down, bend the knee, or bend the elbows. So you're feeling a stretch right here, okay? Option A. Option B is to get a block and put your elbows on the block. Option C is to take the elbows all the way down to the mat. You decide what you want to do, and then hold. I guess option D would be to lift the knee. So that's up to you. I'm going to keep it on the floor today. All right, come back up. Take the hands back to the other side of that leg and then step back into plank. Lower the knees. We're going to take our knees out wide. They may even go off the mat here. And then take the feet right behind the knees. Okay, spread as wide as you can. Come down to the elbows. This is our frog pose. So we're just getting our knees out as wide as we can, and then keep that heart lifted here, looking just a little bit forward with your gaze. Okay, let's take our knees back to where they were. Bring the hands up and tuck the toes to downward dog. Extend the right leg up to the back. Open the hips. Again, look over that left shoulder. Straighten the leg. Sweep it forward into a lunge. Lower the back knee. Both hands come to the left side of the foot. Take the right hand to the knee, press it out, and then open up the chest. Both hands on the mat. Keep that knee dropped to the side. And again, we have our options. Option A, bend the elbows, just drop the chest. Option B, take a block and place the elbows on it. Option C, elbows all the way to the mat. Keep that right knee out to the side. And then again, option D, if you'd like to lift that knee, you can, or keep it on the floor. Deep breaths. Come up onto your hands, bring the knee in, step back into plank. and downward dog. Take a few breaths here. Maybe shake out the knees a little bit, hips, shoulders. Just play with it a little bit. And then drop the knees, take them wide, and toes are together. Sit back into child's pose. Press yourself up. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Walk the feet up to the hands. Half lift, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale out to the sides. One more balance before we relax a little bit. So take your strap. Put it around the left foot. Root the right foot into the mat, always keeping a knee bent here. Draw it up. Grab as close to the foot as you can. Either stay here or extend it to the front. And then you can either stay here or take it to the side. Again, opening from the leg on the left and the shoulder on the right. Bring it back to center and release it down. Let's reverse it. Right foot in the strap. Root the left into the mat. Keep that knee bent. Bring it up. Okay, stay here or stretch to the front. Stay here or take it to the side. Now if you can do this with your hand on your toe, that's pretty impressive. I cannot do that, so straps are my friend. Bring it to center, bend it, and down. You made it. Woo! All right, let's take a couple of breaths. Inhale, lift up, and exhale out. Again, in, and out. One more. Up. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. And we're going to sit. So come on down any way you want. Half Lord of the Fishes is a great hip stretcher. And it feels so good. I love that one. We're going to take our right leg under. Take our left over. If this is not comfortable, you can always keep this leg out, okay? And keep this one tucked. Try to sit with both sit bones on the floor. And then just sit nice and tall. Close your eyes. Try to breathe really low down into the hips. Lower belly. And now take your right arm to the knee, press it away, and twist. Look over the left shoulder. Release it to the center. Switch the legs. Again, lift that spine. Deep breaths, low in the belly. Take the left arm to the knee and press it away. Right hand back twist. Look over the right shoulder. And back to center. Lay down onto your backs. We're going to do some of the things we did in the warm-ups. Take the feet wide to the sides of the mat. And then wipe the windshield. Wash the windshield. Let's meet in the center. Lift the heels up into happy baby. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. We're going to hold the right knee with the left hand, okay? And then with the right hand, grab the left foot. Bring it down, let the knee fall, and then squeeze that knee in toward the chest. And release it. Let's reverse it. Our right hand is going to come to our left knee. Our left hand is going to grab our right foot under and let the knee drop. And then pull the left knee in toward the chest. And release it. Soles of the feet together. Knees fall to the sides. Again, breathe really low into your belly. And then just let the weight of the hips sink into the mat. Bring the knees together. Stretch out the legs. We're going to do a new one today that I just called a scissor side stretch. So we're going to cross our left foot over our right and then roll up onto the right hip. Instead of bending the knee like we usually do, we're just going to keep the legs out like a pair of scissors. Okay? What we're getting here is a stretch from our upper hip all the way down the leg. Then I want you to activate the legs, the feet, by flexing them, which even sends more energy up the leg. And let's release it back to center. And then do the other. So you're going to take the right over the left, roll onto the left hip. Flex the feet. And back to center. Whew. And let's just bring our knees to our chest again. Rock side to side. Lengthen the spine by walking those hips down. Walk the head, the occiput up a little bit, so we're lengthening the spine as long as it can be. And then take the legs down into Shavasana. Deep breaths. Gradually let the breath calm down. Let the head sink into the mat. Soften the face, the jaw, the lips, the cheeks, the brow. Feel the weight of the shoulders into the mat, the hips, the heels, your breath is calming down now, and your body is saying, ah, that felt good. You can stay here as long as you'd like. Get up when you feel rested. As Jesus was the light of the world, God help us to be the light to our world. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.